Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. It's your host with the most, reporting live to you and yours. Yes, sir, we are back again. Arsenal transfer news. Can we get some solid news for once? Can we get some solid good news for once? Because our head's just been spinning the whole time, you know. We are just associated with every big striker, every big player you want to talk about. The news is Arsenal is interested in them, but we haven't seen any concrete evidence, any concrete moves, you know. Are we just being impatient as fans? We don't know. But anyway, people, the summer window is open, and the only hope we have as Arsenal fans is Andre Better, you know. That is the only hope we have, that Andre Better can do something, because I'm not trusting Kroenkes and Arteta to deliver on this one. I'm seriously not trusting these two lots. I've had doubts with them before, and I'm continuing to have doubts with them, you know. But the window is open, people. Are we going to get the key signings we need? Everywhere you go, every Tom and Dick, every one of your friends you meet, anyone, they will tell you Arsenal needs a striker. Everyone knows this. Which striker are we going to get? This has been the main problem for the most of the time, is that which striker are we going to get? Because rumor is we are bidding for Benjamin Sesko, you know. A lot of you people didn't even want Benjamin Sesko, you know. Only until you heard that Arteta wants to sign Benjamin Sesko, then all of a sudden you're hyping the guy, talking about he's the new Zlatan. But we all know that's not it, you know. We all know that's not it. He's not the right guy that we need. We need a ready-made striker, someone who can go in, step in, and start firing goals, you know. Benjamin Sesko is only 21 years old, 1.59, very tall guy, with a good physical presence, you know, good speed and good sporting ability. And his body gives him a good dominance in the box, you know. But he is just a U21 years old who's been averaging 14 to 15 goals, you know, in Arabic speak. And as Arsenal fans, we are looking for someone who can compete with Haaland, who can compete with Mo Salah. These guys that are banging an Isak, these guys that are banging 25 goals to 30 goals. So if you're bringing in a youth, trying to put him in big boys' pants, trying to put him on the spotlight, I feel like that's just unfair on his side, you know. That is just unfair. But in the back of my mind, I've been thinking that maybe Mikel Arteta just deciding to put he wants to put, he'll probably change Sesko and Havertz up top, you know. If Sesko is not working the next day, he's going to change. He's going to put the false nine with Kai Havertz. This is the thing I've been thinking about. But for me, it's like I said, I need Victor Gyökeres. If you're not getting a Gyökeres, then get me something like an Osman, because we need an out and out striker, a killer. You know, a killer instinct. We are not about to wait for 21 year old to come through and then get the feel of the game and then start running, when we already have 20 years of PTSD. Since he's been born, our PTSD has started. He's just coming into the game. So I feel like it's so much pressure for him. But the bid is imminent. This week or next week, rumor is Arteta is going to pull in and sign for Sesko. Hope it goes well, but I don't see it going well. I don't think he's the right one. He's going to win us the title, or better yet, the Champions League, you know, because we are talking about big boys, and I don't see a 21-year-old youth with no experience from both doing it, you know. The other player I've been associated with is Rodrigo, 24-year-old Brazilian from Real Madrid. He's very versatile, very speed. He can dribble, he can pass, you know. A very, very brilliant young kid, Brazilian. I don't have any issues with this one. Only issues been his wages, but I think it's a good signing for us, you know. We need a replacement on the left wing for Saka, and we need. So for him, I don't see any issues with Rodrigo. He had 39 appearances. He had 14 goals and 7 assists. So if you're looking for someone like that, then I agree. At only 24, and for him, you could see the future is only looking bright with the way he plays. He can be such a very good asset for us, you know. The other player we've been linked with is Zubomendi, the 26-year-old from Real Sociedad. Seems like now he's now twerking for Real Madrid, you know. He's talking about you want to play with Xavi Alonso. He's been playing together, but he's a very excellent player. If you watch the game yesterday against Spain, his ball distribution is very good. And he plays a single pivot in the midfield, controlling, and he can break away good plays as well. So he's going to be a good, strong addition. Fabio Romano already reported that Arsenal were going to sign him, that the papers were just ready. But on the interview, he came out talking about he's thinking about Real Madrid, and rumors have been also that Real Madrid have been knocking on the door, because if you know, Modric is already old, so they will need some replacements there. So Martin Zubamendi is still a tricky one at the end of the day. It's really a tricky one. I don't know if we can get Zubamendi, but if we can get him, I don't have issue with him. Maybe his structure and his body size, since he's short, but from the way I see play in the Euros, he's been very well. He's been very well, and as a single pivot person who can anchor the midfield, I think we need someone like that. We will need someone like that. The final player we just signed is KEPA. We signed KEPA for 5 million, and a lot of people were angry. Why are we signing KEPA for 5 million? Why are we always taking this Chelsea rejects? Simple, fair and fine. We will not pay 20 million for Garcia. We cannot pay 20 million for a backup keeper. Arteta done wasted so much money on goalkeepers. I think this is probably his 9th goalkeeper he's signing right now. So please, and for this guy, 5 million. He is a proven goalkeeper. He has played Champions League. He's won Champions League. He's good experiences. He's just a backup keeper. The days that Raya cannot play, he can be there to play. So I don't have an issue. He was one of the most expensive goalkeepers. I'm sure they signed him for 70 million. Now they're just signing him for 5 million. So for KEPA, I don't have an issue. I really think this is a good move for Arsenal. KEPA has played. Even this season when he played with Bournemouth, he was very well. He played 39 appearances. He had like 8 clean sheets. So that's very good for us. The shocking news I'm hearing is that we are going for Gnarcho. Gnarcho is like signing Martinelli all over again. They're just the same people. They can run with the ball, but the moment they reach in the final third, they do not know what to do with the ball. This is my only issue with this lot. Gnarcho, 20-year-old, has a bit of his attitude and his behavior has not been good. So, but rumors coming out of Argentina that Arsenal want to sign Gnarcho. Nah, I don't think Gnarcho fits for us. I don't think he's the right one. We in a position where we can attract top players. I don't see Gnarcho as a top player. I don't see if he can add anything. I don't think Gnarcho is a good move, to be honest. Put it in the bin. Anyway, people, make sure you like and subscribe, and let me know in your comments what you think. Are we making the right signing? As for me, I don't think Sesko can win us the Premier League. I don't think so. I can say it now. I can stamp on it now, and I can tell you now, he's not the guy.